Good morning to one and all. This is CH Anjan Kumar from EC department. In the last lecture, I discussed the rectangular waveguide and two parts is over. And next, in that, the one topic is left, and that is solution of wave equation in rectangular coordinates. And this is the rectangular waveguide continuation topic. Okay, this before going to this topic, I would like to explain in some outlines of rectangular waveguides, and that are already you seen what is the structure of rectangular waveguide and what is the cutoff wavelength and what is the cutoff frequency, and next impedance of wave equation in rectangular waveguide, and next what are the guided wavelength and what are the phase velocity and what is the group velocity, just expressions you seen in the last lecture, and already discussed structure also. Okay, and this is regarding about rectangular waveguide. Okay, so this topic is the continuation of rectangular waveguide, and that is solution of wave equation in rectangular wave coordinates. What are the solution for wave equation in a rectangular coordinates? And that is the topic today. Now we discussed. Okay, just you observe as the electric field varies sinusoidally. So how to varies in the sense capital E is equal to E naught into e power of j omega t. This is in the form of electric field, and that should be is equal to E is equal to E naught into e power of j omega t. Here E naught is the absolute electric field, that means electric field also, but here omega is very important term. Omega is the frequency. Okay, I already name itself as the electric field varies sinusoidally. Electric field varies sinusoidally with respect to the time and frequency. Okay, and this is the expression for electric field. Okay, now I am doing the partial differential equation. That means partially differentiating with respect to the time to this equation. Okay, so what we are getting, dou E by dou T is equal to j omega epsilon into e power j omega t. So how to get j omega? This is in the form of d by dx of e power of x. That means d by dx of e power of x. So, but here j omega is the constant term. So that's why I'm writing the front. I'm taking the right j omega. Okay, j omega into e naught into e power. This total term is the constant. So that's why I'm writing front of this one. So this is the variation. That means varies sinusoidal e power j omega t. This is the first derivative of partial differential equation. Next, again I'm partially differentiating with respect to the same time. So what we are getting, so dou square E by dou T square, and that should be equal to j omega into epsilon into e power j omega t. Again we are getting j omega. Okay, so j omega into j omega whole square. So as we already know, what is the value for j omega square, j square is minus 1. I into I is equal to I square is equal to minus 1. Similar to that, j into j is equal to j square is equal to minus 1. Okay, so what we are getting final minus dou square E by dou T square is equal to minus omega square epsilon naught into e power j omega t. This is the final expression for two times of derivative, partial derivation equation. Okay, so I am assumption let d by dt is equal to j omega. Let d by dt is, that means dou by dou t is equal to j omega. Again differentiating with respect to the time to this equation, what we are getting, dou square by dou T square. So what we are getting here, j omega whole square we are getting, that means minus omega square. Okay, the square of this one, simple square of this one, what we are getting, dou square by dou T square is equal to minus omega square. Okay, so let us consider, so after these are all assumption, let us consider a medium. Let us consider a medium which has no free charges, that means free space. Let us consider a medium which has no free space, that means such as air, that means free space. So for that's why rho is equal to 0 and sigma is equal to 0. Rho means what? Rho is the charge for that particular wave propagation in rectangular waveguide. Next, sigma is what? Conductivity of that particular electricity or whatever it may be. I'm already written here. Rho is the charge and sigma is the conductivity. Okay, I'm taking here Maxwell's equations. Okay, why I am taking Maxwell's equations in this topic, in the sense just to find the solution, of wave equation in rectangular coordinates. Because of these using techniques, we are getting the perfect solution of wave equation in a rectangular coordinates. Okay, for that way I am using. First you go for Maxwell's first equation. What is the Maxwell first equation? So del cross H is equal to J plus dou D by dou T. This is the first Maxwell's equation. Here in this equation, del is the operator and H is the magnetic field and the intensity, and J is the current density, D is the electric flux density. Already written here, just you observed. J is current density, capital D is the electric flux density, and sigma is the conductivity of electricity. Already written here. Okay, so capital J is also have some formula that is called sigma E. Current density is equal to, it's a multiply with sigma to the electric field. Sigma is a constant, that is conductivity into electric field, plus dou D by dou T. I am writing again like this. How write dou D by dou T? In the sense that if relation between D and E, D is the electric flux density and electricity. The difference, sorry, the relation between these two, D is equal to epsilon E. In that, epsilon is the constant. Okay, in this sigma is constant and in this epsilon is constant. Okay, already we assumed. What's assumed? Sigma is equal to 0. So this 0 is simply substitute here. What we are getting? 0. So this term totally is equal to 0, and remaining term is getting like this. Okay, so in this sigma is epsilon is a constant, so that's why I am taking a front side. So to dou by dou T into E. Okay, so this expression I am right here. Just in this section you observed dou by dou T. So dou by dou T I am taking already j omega. So this term is simply substitute here. What we are getting final, del cross H is equal to j into omega epsilon E. This is the final expression for del cross H, and this is regarding Maxwell's first equation. Next to go for Maxwell's second equation. What is the statement of Maxwell's second equation? That means del cross E is equal to minus dou B by dou T, and this is the Maxwell's second equation. This is very, very important. So in this, capital B is equal to mu into H. This is the relation between B and H. What is the B here? Magnetic flux density, and H is magnetic field intensity. The relation between magnetic flux density and magnetic field intensity is the B is directly proportional to H. That means B is equal to, I am removing constant, that I am removing proportionality. That means I am taking the constant like mu. Mu is the constant term. That means permeability. Mu is the permeability. So final B is equal to mu H. So instead of B, I am writing mu H. So in this mu is the constant. Okay, I am taking mu is the front side. That means before going to this dou by dou T, what is the value of dou by dou T? Already we written dou by dou T is equal to j omega. Okay, so I am writing instead of dou by dou T is equal to j omega. So mu H also. This is the final expression for del cross E regarding Maxwell's second equation. Okay, so just you observe clear. From this equation I am applying curl. That means taking curl on both sides. So del cross this term, del cross this term. Okay, so del cross E is equal to, so in this j omega mu is the constant, so that's why I am taking front side. So del cross remain, what is the remaining? Del cross H. So this is the already we find what is the value of del cross H. Del cross H value is equal to j into mu into epsilon into E. Already we find. Okay, so that's why the value of del cross H is equal to j omega epsilon H. Okay, so what is the final expression for del cross into del cross E is equal to omega square is equal to mu into epsilon into E. So why we are getting, how to get omega square? Already j omega is there, here also j omega is there. J omega is equal to j square omega square. That means j square is equal to minus 1. Already is minus is there, so minus plus. So omega square, what is the remaining? Omega square into mu into epsilon into E. So this is the final expression for this one. Okay, as we already know from vector analysis, you already studied in electromagnetic waves and transmission. That means EMGL subject, like now we studied EFW also, electric field theory of waves. I don't know exactly, but already you studied, I think. Okay, this is already is over in EMGL subject. So what is the vector analysis? So this equation is equal to del into del dot E minus del square E. Okay, this equation for equal to this one, and this equation for equal to this equation. So finally I am writing this equal to this one and this equal to this one. I'm writing like this. Okay, so final from vector analysis, del cross into del cross E is equal to del into del dot E minus del square E is equal to omega square into mu into epsilon into E. Okay, so this is just, you observe, this equal to this one or this equal to this one, whatever it may be, just you take, if you any chance, your assumption or your capability, you take this equal to this one or this equal to this one. Okay, whatever it may be, as your capability, as your need necessary. Okay, from one of the Maxwell equation, I'm writing out of 4, I'm writing only equation I'm taking one of Maxwell equation, that is del dot D. So del dot D is equal to rho. Actually the Maxwell equation, one of the Maxwell equation, del dot D is equal to rho, but here we are already assumed, what assume, in free charge, in free space, that means A, charge is equal to 0, del dot, final del dot is equal to 0. Okay, the relation already you know what is the relation between D into E, that is called D is equal to epsilon E. Okay, so this term I'm substitute here in place of D, so final del dot epsilon E is equal to 0. Okay, here del dot epsilon E, so epsilon is the constant, so that's why I'm taking front side, so del dot E is equal to 0, so epsilon into del dot E is equal to 0, final. So from this expression, epsilon is a constant, so that should be is not equal to 0. For example, epsilon is equal to 0, here what is the use of constant? So that's why always you remember constant is not equal to 0, just you simple remember, simple logic. Okay, always constant is not equal to 0. If any chance is equal to 0, some variation terms are equal to 0, but not constant equal to 0, this is remember. Okay, epsilon is not equal to 0, therefore del dot E is equal to 0. From equation 3, okay, from equation 3,